To create a site, we'll click on the Admin tab. From there, we'll notice a sub-tab for Sites. We also have a link with Sites. So either way, once I do that and click on Sites, I notice all the current list of my sites. To add a new one, we click on the Add Site link, and here I now have my form to fill out. I can set it to live if I'm ready to go and they're ready to start dispensing, and of course type in their basic information, name, address, city, state, phone. If I'm utilizing a repackager that integrates with the software, I'll definitely want to type in that account number so that it can pick up the medication shipment postings. In addition, if I'm planning on maybe doing any adjudication, I'll want to type in the NPI and NCPDP field. That you would notify your system admin to make sure it's activated. You can also enable the drug utilization review. You can require it, disable it, or make it optional. You can do other things like allow for workers' comp AWP override, in enabling certain modules like maybe bulk dispensing, DME products, even the adjudication, setting up RX billing so that you can have the claims poured over to the RX billing software. In addition to that, you'll want to more than likely activate the MD Supplies vendor. This is for when the site needs to reorder labels, toner, bags, things like that, they'll have a link to do that from their home screen. So once I've created my site, it should show up in my list of sites again. There's a bit more that you can do to configure a site in addition to just creating it. You can customize it through the Home and My Site tab. Through this tab, you can control things like identifying what sort of reimbursement type the site will have, whether it's cash, work comp, personal injury, private insurance. You can specify that reimbursement. And in addition to that, I can specify what input fields I want this site to see, and maybe if I even want to require them to type in certain fields. So if I require it, they won't be able to move forward with the dispense without providing that information. Let's show you on the dispensing, you can activate things like refills, allowing discounts. You can identify if the SIG selection should be a text box or drop down. That's for the dosing. You can set up your dosings as well here. So if you have instructions that you're going to use quite often, you can just go ahead and create those. You can even provide a Spanish translation equivalent. So if the patient in dispensing on the first screen, if you identify the patient as a Spanish-speaking patient, it will translate the SIG from English to Spanish. A couple of other configuration options on the inventory. You can set a default physician for all the inventory. Generally, and there's other things you can do with HCFA setup. For states that do PDNP reporting, you can copy their email in here so they receive an email copy of the notification we send out to the state. So as you can see, there's a couple configurations that you can do through the Home and My Site menu. In addition, to save time as you start to add more and more sites, and perhaps if you have a site that may serve as a sort of template for generally how your sites are being set up, you don't necessarily need to repeat the process of adding all the flags within the site menu. You can, as opposed to typing in what sort of fields you have activated, whether it's RX billing or enabling certain other features, you can save a lot of time by using the admin copy site feature. So what this does is by identifying a source site and your new destination site. So assuming you have a source site that again serves as sort of the example of how you like things to be set up, and then the destination site is the site that you just created. You can do things like copy the settings, the admin settings, as well as the My Site settings that we just went over. So that can save you a lot of time in setup. You can also do things like copy SIGs, dosing instructions. That's what the SIGs are. You can copy even a formulary. You can copy the inventory, products, services, DME, and up to 32 patients. If you want to do a bigger patient copy, we would do that through the reports and file uploads menu. But this can save a lot of time when adding new sites.